Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a piano tutorial for the song Natural Woman, or You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman by Aretha Franklin originally, but this one's by Carole King, the version that I'm doing. It's a great song, so I thought I'd just break it down and teach it to you. So first I'll play through it once, kind of an abbreviated version of it, and then I'll break it down note by note and chord by chord. So here we go. Okay, so that's all the different parts, not played in order as they would come along in the song, because it would jump back to the verse before that bridge, the second bridge. But that's just to give you an idea of what the different chords are and you're going to be playing. So basically it's broken down into verse, bridge, chorus, and then there's this sort of second bridge, different kind of idea. So 4 sections basically. And the verse is pretty simple. This whole song it's just simple chords, but it's all about the timing and it's working at different times. So we're going to start here, and I'll start with the right hand. We're going to be doing basically an A major chord, but I'm inverting it to drop everything a little lower to make it sound a little better. So we're playing with our thumb an E, and then an A with our second finger, and with our fourth finger a D flat. Or if it's easier for you to reach, you could always do it with your third and fifth finger as well, whatever works, okay? So we're doing that, and then we're going down to E, standard E major chord, which from that jump is played with your first, second, and third finger, which is E, A flat, and B. Okay. We're walking up to G, but it's an inverted G again, so the D is down here with a G in the second finger and a B in the fourth finger, and then down to D major, so D, G flat, and A. Okay, and when you're walking up, you can always put that over E, and that's a nice moving towards a resonant, resolving to E here, okay, which it goes back to. So that's the verse in the right hand. In the left hand, we're just doing the chords that the octaves of what those chords are. So we're doing A here, and I'll just do one to show you. You can do one or two if you'd like. So A, then we go down to E. And then up, we walk up from G flat to G, just to have a nice transition, and then down to D. And then to walk up to A again, we go, there's a nice walk up from D, E, G flat. And then it jumps back to this, to A major, okay? So that's the verse part, and we played through that in ideas of kind of 6, so it's like, it's working in ideas of those kind of sets of 3 or 6 total for the verse. When we get into the bridge, it cuts that in half, so we're doing 3. And I'll play it up here. It's and what we're doing there is a B minor chord, so B, D, and G flat over B in the left hand. And I'm just walking up from a D flat, B, D flat to E. So that's B, E, and A flat. Okay, so back for 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, same thing, but instead of going back to the B flat on this time, we're going to go to D. Let's just do it here. So D, and then D, G flat, and A. And then we play the D, same chord in the right hand, D, G flat, and A over E instead of D. Then we move up the right hand to E, A flat, and B. And that's when it would go, You Make Me Feel. Okay, and that's the chorus part that we're getting into now. But before we jump into that, let's review. Try to play along with me. I'll play pretty slow, and we'll go from the verse to the bridge, and then we'll be set up to do the chorus, all right? So here's the verse. 1, 2, 3. On E major, because you make me. And then we're going to the chorus, okay? So that's the verse. I know it's a little faster than the version she plays in it, but I wanted to get through it so this doesn't drag on. But the chorus here goes A. So we're getting back to A where we started in the verse, okay? So E, A, and D flat over A. Then we jump down, and I'm just playing the D in my left hand and also D here, and then G flat and A. But you could also play the D major chord with your right hand if you'd prefer. Then back to A major, back to D major again, back to A major, back to D major. Last time on A, we kind of comp on it for a second. We let it last double the time that we did last time. That time it's going down to B minor, so B in the left hand, B, D, and G flat. And then we're jumping up to E, and I walk up from a D flat to E as we did last time as well, during the bridge. Okay, and that's just the end of the chorus, and it sets you up to go back into the verse. So we go through that twice again, and then we go into the bridge again, and then the chorus. But then following that chorus, we have the second bridge, which is that part where it's like You Make Me Feel So Good. It just goes from A to G, and that's at A major. So A, D flat, E, and I'm just playing the fifth of an A major chord. So A and E. Up and down to G, so G, B, D, G, D, G, B, D, I said so. Okay. You can walk up through an A flat. Okay, so you do that twice. So A, then the A, then we go to B minor again. Okay, so B, D, G flat over B, up to D this time, D major, D, G flat, A over D. And then we do that again, and we go, and then we do that same chord where it's the D major, D, G flat, and A over E. And then it goes back into it from there. Okay, that just sets you up, and you can resolve to E if you want. Plays through the chorus twice, or double as long as it usually is. So just keep going back and forth on in instead of jumping to the B minor and the E. Okay, and you just end on that. Kind of an alternative ending, if you're interested in it, could be to do this. So you're playing the chorus. Kind of fun different chords to throw in there, and basically I'm just doing this walk down thing from A major, so E, A, D flat over A, which is E, A flat and B over A flat, then open but inverted G major, so D, G and B over G, then to a D chord, D major, D, G flat, and A, but over a G flat. And then you can even go down to jump that to the D there, and then go to this chord, which is the one we've been doing the whole song, which is D, G flat, and A over E, and then resolve to A major, A, D flat, E, and A. Okay, so I hope this helps. I did look up to see if there were any tutorials on this online before this when I was trying to learn it. It didn't seem like there were any ones that were really helpful at all. So I hope this one will help. If there are any comments, please leave them below, as well as questions. And subscribe for more like this. Thanks.